Hi everyone, it's me again, Nancy Finch, doing Nancy Finch Nan Talks. And everyone knows that Nan can talk. Hi, how are you all? I'm glad you're here. This is another opportunity to talk to you about the things I give out. And I hope you got on really well with last week's talk, which was about the touchstone, which was I used a little stone here a little crystal. I don't know if you can see that properly. It's shining brightly in the light. And I used this last week to show you how you can set an intention and touch the stone. And this can be your lucky stone or whatever it is you want it to be. So if you've missed that, then please go back to last week's, which I was going to just double check the date, which was the 11th of the 9th. Really cool. 21, of course. So that's touchstone, and it's really good for your body. It's good for your body as well. All my exercises are good for mind and body. But there you go. Have a look at that if you haven't already. You can find my talks that I've done on my website, www.nancyfinch.co.uk. And there's quite a few on there now. There's talks and there's free meditations. So if you want to enjoy any of those, you can. But if you want to go back to that one, it's interesting. It's very good for your body. So have a little go with that if you want to. This week, we have got the sugar pill. Now, sometimes I call it the Alice pill, like Alice in Wonderland, because, one pill made her bigger and one pill made her small, It's all about how you can use a sugar pill or a pill that you're taking like a vitamin or what you're already been prescribed as in medication, how you could use that action of taking a pill to tell your mind something that you want. You're going to instruct it. You're going to fool it. You're going to pretend that this pill, whatever you're going to take, whether even if it's a Tic Tac, I don't care, is you're taking something and you're giving yourself an instruction of what you want that pill to also be. Now, I've had people doing this, my clients doing this for a long time. They've been using it, and the idea is that the medication they're already taking has an extra bonus to it. So someone who has something every day, for instance, could take another concept with it. It could be another physical thing or an emotional thing. And we'll get to that later. But basically, it's about how you can amplify what you're already using and doing to your best advantage, okay? So I've got a story, I've got little notes here. I've got a story to tell you. When I was a little girl, I was bullied quite a lot at school. And my mother, bless her, was an amazing woman, very insightful. She just knew lots of stuff. She did. And basically, she said to me, I was only about 9, and I had to go back to school that afternoon. And I'd been bullied, and there was a big situation going on, and I didn't have any confidence, and I didn't have any courage. So she gave me a little tiny sugar pill. It's only a sweet, but I didn't know it. And she said, take this little tiny pill, which was, I can't remember what sweet it was. But anyway, she said, take this, and this is going to give you courage and confidence. This is going to make you powerful. And you can handle any situation when you take this. Well, I was very grateful. I took it and I went to school and I was thinking, yes, I can deal with this. I'm okay. And do you know what? I handled that situation completely differently than I would have done if I didn't take it. I was powerful. I was in control. I felt courage. I felt confident. It worked. It worked. It was amazing. And I managed to handle a situation that was really good. A good ending, I should say. It wasn't to begin with. It turned out that way. And so I was giving out a different vibe from what I was expecting that pill to give me. It worked on a physical level. Of course it does. It calmed down my adrenal levels. It made me feel more in control and safe. That would have a great effect on my body anyway. Because if you start to feel safe or in control, then these two areas of your body start to work better. So I already was starting to open that up without realizing I was starting to feel safe before I even got back to school, which was really good. So that was my story when I was a little girl. And I realized the power of your own mind over situations on the outside. I met a lovely guy called David Hamilton. This is one of his books here, Dr. David Hamilton. And you can find him on his website. I haven't got it here, I don't think. But anyway, you can find him on Hay House as well. But look up Dr. David Hamilton. I met him several times, and he's done a book called It's the Thought That Counts and Destiny versus Free Will, and other books like this, How Your Mind Can Heal Your Body. I absolutely love this guy because he knows the power of mind over body. He knows it, and he will explain it. He's my evidence for what I'm about to tell you. So if you want to look him up, he is referenced on my website, actually. So if you go to my website and look him up, you'll be able to follow him and perhaps understand a bit more evidence as to how this works on your mind and body. So going back to this idea of the pill, the magic pill, I'm basically, I've been giving this out to a lot of my people that I know and my clients because it really had an effect on them. And I can see the evidence myself, of course, I've been using it for years, and also for them. So I remember I had a guy who had very bad case of Parkinson's, very obvious that he was uncomfortable with his symptoms. And he said to me, the worst thing about his condition was obviously the shakes, but it also disorientated him. It made him feel like he couldn't think properly and he had no balance, emotionally as well as physically. So I said to him, okay, you're taking medication for this. Then why don't you, as you're taking your medication, why don't you make this also does another thing? So your mind is now telling you this medication that he was taking is going to give you something different as well as what it already does in its own essence. So I said, okay, this is going to give you balance and clarity, and you're going to know yourself again. You're going to be calm central nervous system, balance and clarity. And so he did this. Every single day he took this. I'm taking this feeling as well. And he came back to me with a great result. He said his mind had created the condition he wanted to be. He wanted to feel those things. Your mind's very powerful. And it can help to send hormones around your body and make you feel great. It can make you feel back to normal, if you like, emotionally, physically. You have a lot of ability to rebalance yourself, but we don't know that. So if you can use this idea, it is very powerful. I'm not guaranteeing it's going to work for everybody, by the way. It all depends on lots of different aspects of what's going on around you and your own emotional state. But it's not going to hurt to try, is it? So, obviously Parkinson's isn't the only thing I've used it for, but that's just one person that came to mind that really, really enjoyed using that. And as far as I know, he still does. So there's lots of physical conditions you can use it for. And I'm only looking at my notes here. It's really funny. There's something I watched quite a few years ago on telly. And what it was 200 people using what they thought was a painkiller for their bad back or whatever their inflammatory condition was. So they were told that this pill was going to be an anti-inflammatory and it would help them with ABC of inflammation in their body. And so all they had to do is take this every day and see what happened after a short period of time. Well, the other 100, they had a sugar pill, was told to take the same thing for the same reasons. So they took their sugar pill believing it was going to be an anti-inflammatory for all their conditions. They did it for a period of time, and then they got back together, and the person that had organised this experiment said, right, you lot that have had you think you've all had the same pill, you over there, you 100, didn't have anything. You had a sugar pill. And those people actually had a stronger result of success. They had a much better result. All their backaches and bits and pieces went away, and they could feel the difference. They had a natural anti-inflammatory that was being triggered by those thoughts of taking it. So what they did is they were really happy that their results were very, very good, all of them in that group. The people that had the actual pill, they had a lesser, but still very good result, but they had a lesser result than the people who had the sugar pill. And so when they were told about this was really interesting to me, because when they were told, the people that were told they had the sugar pill, then they were told that they'd been lied to as such, the first thing they said to him was, can we have some more? Because it worked. They wanted more of the sugar pill because they knew that if they had an action and they had an intention, that would work on their mind and their mind would fix their body. And that's exactly what happened. So a lot of people who have tried this have been amazed at how powerful it is, how simple. And as I say, I use it, I give this out to lots of people and it does work. Well, for a lot of people anyway, I'm not guaranteeing, as you know. So it can work on emotional levels and it can work on a physical level. Now, most people that want to use this sugar pill idea, as I say, they can use their medication they're on. They can use a vitamin that they always take every day. That vitamin has now got that, and that in it. It could be physical, emotional, whatever they want. So we've got a whole list here I'm going to reel off in a minute. But it's about identifying what you need, emotionally or physically, and then simply attaching that as an intention with something you are taking in. And so a lot of people, as I say, are comfortable with taking it with a vitamin or something that they always take, okay? If you don't take vitamins or pills or anything, then, as I say, you could take a little sweetie, a little something, something that you take in. This is my pill, my action for confidence or happiness or courage or calm or relaxed or peaceful. That's just a few of the emotional things you can take in. And I've got one lady who has loads of children running around her and she's always, there's never any peace in the house. And she said to me, I really just need peace. I said, okay, in the morning, take your vitamin. And as you take your vitamin, you're going to take in calm. And it's going to digest very quickly. And within about 10 minutes, that pill's going to work all day long. Well, she loved that. It did work. Oh, you can use it for sleeping as well. I didn't put that on my list. But if you had trouble sleeping, you might take a sugar pill or whatever you take. If you take a vitamin or something, as I say, at night, you might take something to help you sleep. So you could say, this pill helps me to sleep. And all it is, as I say, is a sugar pill or something something else that you'd like to use. And whatever you do, do not replace your medication with sugar pills. I'm not asking any of you to replace what you're already taking with a sugar pill. I'm asking you to amplify. If you are already taking medication, use an intention that helps you on this level, okay? An intentional level of what you'd like to feel. This is what you're going to be doing. As I say, not everyone's on medication. I'm not, but I do take vitamins. So if I take a vitamin and think, this one's going to give me, I don't know, success today or whatever you feel you need. As I say, I've gone over the emotional ones, but what happens if you're a bit, I don't know, lacking in energy? This pill that you're taking, whatever it is, could be good health or energy. It could be zest for life. It could be detoxing. If you felt you've been really, I don't know, you need a detox for some reason, then you could take this pill. This is going to freshen you up and detox your mind and body. It could be that. You could take it as a pretend painkiller. If you don't want to take medication, some of my clients say, I'm not touching anything. And I'll say, well, just take a placebo. That's what it's called, a placebo. So just take the sugar pill, a placebo, an idea. We're going to take whatever that is, and that is now your painkiller. I'll give that a go, they say. And I haven't had any results back that I'm not happy with. So that's been very good for them. So as I say, if you're on medication, do not replace it with a sugar pill, because I'm not asking you to do that. But as I say, add to that instead. So I've got another client, another friend of mine, who's on a load of medication. My goodness, it's a whole load of them, bless him. And he just has a different intention for each one. So as much as he knows that this one does that job and this one does that job, and he's got a whole cupboard full of intentions of what they do already. That's an anti-inflammatory, that does this, that does that. He just adds another couple of things as he is taking it to his mind. So he puts a few emotional things in there as well. Or he says that this pill, if it wasn't really working on a physical level that was intended by the doctor that prescribed it, he would just say, this is amazing and it really works for me. And you're just helping your body to amplify the effect of that on its own physical essence, okay? So you might want to, as I say, use it for, perhaps if you weren't flexible, you wanted more flexibility, or you wanted to feel, I don't know, just happy. If you weren't feeling happy, if you were feeling depressed, this could be your happy pill. or your positive pill, or something that you haven't got in your life. It could be support. You feel support, or it might be self-awareness. Anything at all that comes into your mind, I'd like to feel more of this. Then that's what you say that pill is. It worked for me as a child. I was confident. I was had courage. I could deal with the situations, and it made me happy. It made me feel very, satisfied, because I'd managed to change my state into another state. And that is really important. It'd be great if you could play with this, because a lot of people are already taking vitamins and supplements, or if you didn't take pills, you took maybe a protein shake or something. This protein shake is really good for me. It makes me powerful. Emotionally, I have confidence when I take this, excuse me, or anything else you want to attach to that. So have fun with that and come back to me and tell me how you get on with it. Okay? You can always email me at nancyfinch.co.uk, hotmail.co.uk, or you can message me on my Facebook, Nancy Finch St Austell, and of course you can also message me on my website, as I say, www.nancyfinch.co.uk. So if you want to try this, tell me how you get on. Most people are using it on a physical level, but a lot of people I know also need it emotionally or mentally. It could be clarity, it could be positive thoughts. If they've had negative thoughts, if they've been frightened, this might be your fearless, your powerful, powerful pill. So as I say, have fun with that. I can't stress enough how great it is when you have achieved a different state of being. You're going to feel as if you are in control. This particular Nan Talk is really good because it helps your crown area here. That's the top part of you here. This one here, the purple, it helps to be mindful. And when you're doing this exercise, you're actually feeling more in control. The chakras will open because you are doing an action and because you are mindful, because you're thinking, I want that feeling to go with this. Okay? And it's lovely. And you can intend to use it for as long as you like. I'm not suggesting you take more of your vitamins or anything. Just do the ones you normally do. But you could just get used to putting another feeling in with everything you take. It's lovely. So, it's just, as I say, an action will make your brain think something different is going on. I'm always going on about that. And this particular talk goes beautifully. They link, most of my tools, my emotional tools link, and they can reinforce each other and make the whole thing a lot bigger and better than just using them individually. This particular talk links beautifully with number 30. So if you go onto my website or you look on YouTube, or you might be seeing this on YouTube, then number 30, Nan Talk, Think As You Drink. It's dated on the 28th of the 8th, 21. And if you look at that, that's how, as you're drinking something, you're thinking as you drink. So on that particular one, I'm asking you to either place a label on with intention of what you want that to be, what you want to feel, or you can just think it as you drink. Okay, so that's quite an interesting one to look at. If you want to go back to that one, is Think As You Drink. Links beautifully with what we're doing with the magic pill. You see, you can put them together or use them individually, and whatever suits you, because that's why the choice is yours. I'm writing, all these talks are coming from, I'm airing and sharing from the book I'm writing, The Choice Is Mine. I shall let you all know when that's ready. But your feedback is very important for that book, because, as I say, I've got 70 talks, plus many other things in this book I'm planning to put out to you. And they all do amazing things. So the more feedback I get, the better I get to present it to you. The more information I have, the better I can present it to you in a way that you can use it. So the book is really about you. It's all about you. It's all about you being empowered. The choice is mine. The choice is yours right now to make your chakra energy work better, okay? If you are taking something of an intention when you're taking that action, that pill, that magic Alice pill, you are taking action, you're making a difference straight away. And all you've got to do then is allow that motion or allow that intention to go down. It will have an effect on your body. your body will then produce whatever it takes to make that happen, or it tries to. A lot of people can have surgery without having any painkillers or any anesthetic because they tell their mind to release certain hormone and chemistry to change in their body so that they don't need the painkiller. Well, if people can do that with their minds, just an intention is powerful. You don't have to be as clever as those people that use it on that level, but you can set an intention and start to feel in control of your life a little bit more. Because if you have to take medication, at least this is a nice way of doing it. Because a lot of people I speak to, they don't really want to take medication. They think that it's some way they're undermining themselves by having to do it, or they're judging themselves by having to take it. This is the fun way of making it fun to take what they maybe have no choice over taking. You know, if we're going to take something the rest of their lives, let's take a feeling with it. So I've also got people putting little post-it note next to where their medication is, or the vitamins, and then they're saying this is that, and that is that, and that is that. So what do you want? Have a think about it. Do you want to feel confident? Do you want to feel calm or happy? Do you want to feel relaxed? What's missing, or what would you like to have more of? Have a think about that, and obviously have a play with the exercise, and let me know how you get on. You might choose to use it every day. You might choose to think, well, okay, this is making me feel better. Just like that experiment with the 200 people in each section, all using, well, one using the actual sugar pill and one using the medication. It was so interesting to see that this group B, actually had a much better result. It's incredible. And so lots and lots of experiments have been made. And if you want to go, as I say, back to David Hamilton, he can show you more experiments than I'm just giving demonstration to now. But your mind is a very powerful thing. So use it, have fun. It's a very easy thing to do every day. There's no excuse as to why you can't do it. You know, even if it's just, I don't know, anything at all that you choose. As I say, it could be a sweet, it could be anything. And link it with your water. Yay! So I think I've said about everything I need to on this. Next week's self-talk, Nan Talks is going to be about self-talk. You can see how dyslexic I am, can't you? So next week, we're going to be talking about how you talk to your inner child and find out what you're really feeling on the inside, on a subconscious level. Because we think we know what we feel, but we don't really. We think we're only on very small conscious level. We're aware of what we are thinking. But underneath the surface, there's lots of other feelings going on. And that is going to be a really nice exercise to show you how to connect to yourself and support yourself with those feelings if you didn't know what they were. Help to bring them to the surface and how to support yourself with them, which is really good. So if you want to tune into that, that's next week. And I do a live thing every Monday on my Facebook page at 12 o'clock. I do a live interaction, half an hour, tea with Nan. And what you do is you grab a cup of tea and it's very, very relaxed. And I just prescribe to you one of my Nan Talks that I've got in my little book. And what that does is more personal for you. So if you have an issue, a condition, something you want to work on emotionally, physically, whatever, I will then give you a suggested talk that I've done so far for you to have a look at and to enjoy. Okay? So I've enjoyed being here today with you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please like, subscribe and share. And if you're on YouTube, and put this out. Let other people have it. It's great fun. If we can help each other, or share it with your family and friends, you know, or just give them my website. They can enjoy the meditations. They can have a feeling of calm and being in control again. And if they use an emotional tool, they're going to feel a lot better. They're going to feel like they've done something to help themselves. If we can all do a little bit of that, sharing, it's really good for you. So I've loved being here. Thank you very much for listening. As I say, enjoy this week's little experiment, this little game we're going to play with our mind. We're going to tell it something it hasn't got and see what happens. Because also, by the law of attraction, if you're focused on a positive thing, you're more likely going to have a positive thing in your life. You're going to attract more positivity the more you're positive. Okay, so that everything you're thinking about that you're taking with that sugar pill, that placebo, you can always look it up and find out what placebos are. It's exactly what I said. You are going to feel something has changed. Your brain will believe you. Your brain doesn't know the difference between the truth and a lie, and the subconscious part will buy every word you say. So you're playing a bit of a game with your subconscious to create what it is that you'd like. Now, whether that works or not for you, by the law of attraction, you are naturally going to attract more good things into your life because you're in a higher vibration and your emotional balloon is higher than it was when it was down here, suffering whatever it was you were enduring or suffering. So win-win, really. So have fun with this, and I shall see you next week, and hopefully you'll join me perhaps for tea with Nan as well. That would be really cool. And as I say, there'll be a full moon meditation coming up on the 20th of September, and I shall post that on as well. So, wow, lots of love to all of you. Let me know how you get on, and thank you for watching. Take care. I shall see you soon. Bye.